Hi, my name is Anderson, and today we will be talking about how the Philadelphia Eagles went from Super Bowl champions to a team with 4 wins, 9 losses, and 1 tie. So first, let's get started with the 2018 offseason, right after their Super Bowl win. They released tight end Brent Celek, agreed to a 5-year deal with linebacker Nigel Bradham, got defensive end Michael Bennett from the Seahawks. I thought, great move. He ended up playing very good that season for Philadelphia. Then, re-signed Darren Sproles after his ACL tear the year before. And this was an interesting move because they could have drafted a running back in the draft that year, but decided to re-sign a 35-year-old Darren Sproles who was coming off an ACL tear. So there were people who walked in free agency who decided to leave the Eagles. And those people were Patrick Robinson, corner, Bo Allen, defensive tackle, Trey Burton, tight end, and running back LeGarrette Blount. Now all these people who left had an important role to play in that Super Bowl winning team for Philadelphia. And them leaving had a lot to do with what would happen next season and their performance. Then we look to the 2018 draft. And in that draft, the Eagles, their main players they got were tight end Dallas Goedert, cornerback Avonte Maddox, defensive end Josh Sweat, and then that 2018-19 season, the Eagles go 9-7, win their wild card game against the Chicago Bears, go on to the divisional round to New Orleans to play the Saints, and lose on the final play in a heartbreaker. Then we look at the 2019 offseason, and first, there were a lot of re-signings. For example, they re-signed Jason Peters, Malik Jackson, Isaac Seumalo, Jason Kelce, Brandon Graham, Jake Elliott, and Rick Lovato. All these players as well had an important role to play in the Super Bowl winning team. So then, 2019 draft, in the first round they drafted left tackle Andre Dillard. And this was interesting because they had just re-signed left tackle Jason Peters, who was getting older. He was a veteran, but had performed decent, and them drafting him, Andre Dillard, I guess was them showing, okay, Jason Peters is probably going to retire soon, so then when he retires, we'll have someone to replace him. Then the Eagles got running back Miles Sanders from Penn State, a good move, and they got wide receiver from Stanford, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And then that season, 2019-2020, the Eagles go 9-7 again, and then get eliminated in the wild card round against the Seahawks. And then 2020 offseason, a lot of moves. Traded for cornerback Darius Slay from the Lions. Signed Javon Hargrave, defensive tackle in free agency, who had previously played for the Steelers. Then released linebacker Nigel Bradham. And then exercised Derek Barnett's 5th-year option. Then 2020 NFL draft. Drafted Jalen Reagor in the first round. And this was a controversial pick because a lot of people thought Jalen Reagor wasn't the type of receiver the Eagles needed. That they needed someone like Justin Jefferson, who has played very, very well this year for the Minnesota Vikings. So, hindsight, it looks like the Eagles probably should have taken Justin Jefferson. But it was also, they should have taken him because he was still on the board. So a lot of people think that this was a miss for the Eagles by taking Reagor. Then the Eagles got Jalen Hurts in the second round. And a lot of controversy around this too because the Eagles had just re-signed Carson Wentz to a big deal. And a lot of people thought, oh, they seem very committed to Carson Wentz. So, they're going to start and try and help him along the way, try and fix all of his problems. But then they drafted Jalen Hurts, a quarterback, in the second round. So a lot of controversy. And like, what are they thinking with their plan within the next 5 years? Then got offensive tackle Jack Driscoll from Auburn and Kavon Wallace, a safety from Clemson. And then this year, 2020 season, so far have gone 4-9-1, and it's not good. They haven't been playing well. This team doesn't look like the same team they did last season or any other season that I can refer to. The team there isn't a good morale. They aren't playing well, and there's tons of reasons why. But I just think they have to sort of clean house, and maybe they might have to 1 or 2 seasons do a little bit worse, but it would be worth it if they can do better in a couple years, because that will be better than keeping everyone from that Super Bowl winning team on the team until they retire, and they're just going to be like this for 3 or 4 seasons, and I know nobody wants that. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Always remember, if you enjoyed, subscribe and leave a like. Thank you for watching.